Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to TruthWave. I'm your host, Victor. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful day. Thank you for coming and getting your your early dose of medicine. I'll get back to that in a second, because our medicine is the best medicine. So thank you so much for being here. All right, let me go choose an energy real quick to send out to each and every one of you. You have a 1 in 3 chance, and 2 people, if you were not here last night. Yes, Lisa, that is correct. You don't see it in chat. I think you might see it. Depends on what platform Lady Rider's coming in on, because there's multiple platforms dumping into. She's probably not on YouTube. She might be watching on a different one. So which platform are you watching on, Lady Rider? All right, I'm going to send one of these out to everyone. And if you're watching this later, it still applies. All right. You don't have to be live for this to feel this energy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and send this out for a moment. I hope everyone had a wonderful sleep session. If you're in the part of the world that slept in the last 12 hours. Oh yeah, I don't think she'll think you're rude, Lisa. Who would think you were rude? You're like Miss Congeniality. You're freaking awesome. So, but thank you for your concern. And see, and one thing we talk about on here a lot, and if you're new here, we talk about utilizing the energies all around us, and we work with energy. And I'll tell you what, the more you work, the more effort you put into this, the more throughout your day that you're conscious of your energy, all that does, it basically levels you up. It just raises you up. Excuse me. In a sense, it raises you up in a sense that you get stronger energetically. It's like anything. If you go to the gym every day, guess what? You're going to get stronger. If you're putting any amount of effort into it, even if you're putting just so effort, guess what? You're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. All right, so I sent that energy out. Let me just make a note of it, because I don't want to forget between now and a few minutes from now. All right, so Lisa, what color would you like to be this morning? What color are we going to? We used purple last night, so that's the color currently engulfed in the earth of our energy that represents our energy. It's just part of our meditation. So Lisa, I'm going to give you the choice this morning since you're here. If you would like to choose, if not, I will ask someone else, or I will just come up with the color myself. So you have that for a few minutes. Something that occurred to me as well is that, okay, orange. Thank you very much for that. So something else that occurred to me is with this state, because I slept great last night, and guess what I did was I had a super energetic day. And I think on some level, when you get proportioned correctly, I guess that's the interesting way to say this, I had a very energetic day, probably one of my higher days in recent history yesterday. And because I did a lot of energy, I did more than usual, because I did some activities online, like, almost 5 hours worth of it. So, and I was constantly in my energy. And it was great. Wonderful, energetic day. And so I'm not at that state right, when I woke up this morning. So I just started pulling on Father Sky, pulling on that ether energy all around me. And guess what? In a matter of seconds, here I am. I feel a lot better. I feel energized. And I don't know if this cup of coffee probably has something to do with it as well. Yeah, yesterday was was a pretty active day for me energetically, and it's a very good example of how you can have a very active day and still stay in your energy, and all it does is strengthen you. And you would think, oh well, let's just rewind me 8 years ago, or even 6 years ago. If I would have had a day like that, I'd have been wiped out. Heck, 6 months ago, actually. Because 6 months ago, I was doing energy work a couple times throughout the day, doing various things, connecting with my energy, connecting with other people. And now it is constant, 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 constant. So what that's doing is that's changing my active state. You see, that's changing my active state from being passive and not worrying about it and not being concerned and this and that, and just kind of getting bombarded by this. And oh, something comes on the TV, it makes me makes me feel a certain way because that ad or whatever I'm seeing on TV is produced. It is manufactured to exude a certain reaction from people. And if you start to think about things that way and think about what you put in your brain throughout the day, there's many things. I tell someone very close to me that I have to turn off certain platforms sometimes because I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it any longer because I start to feel my vibration being affected. And once we get to that state of, hey, this is not serving me, well, guess what? You're going to toss it aside. And if you decide not to toss it aside, you may find yourself in a state, that is not desirable. All right. Let's talk about the meditation for a moment. If you look from the top view down, as there are some new people here, if you look at the top view down, that's looking down on our thought form, because this meditation we walk you through. It's guided the entire time. We walk you through this process. And very good, Lisa. Like a limp wash rag state. Very good. Yeah. Oh wait, no, is that when it's still damp, or has it dried while it's hanging over something? Like dried, you hang it up in your shower and then you pick it up a couple days later and you can move it around and it's in this glob. It's all wet. Okay. Yeah. That's a great comparison. All right, so our choice notes. What did I do this morning? I woke up and I did get sufficient sleep. I woke up with actually a couple cats purring next to me, which was awesome, and that was actually a first. So I had a first this morning because we introduced a new cat, Spooky, about 6 months ago, and it's taken him some time to integrate. I had to get a cat whisperer over the first couple of days when he was here. That was an interesting experience. I was just lucky. I was fortunate to have that person in my life, so to come over and help with him. So I made the choice this morning. Yeah, I could have slept a couple more hours, but I thought, no, I want to go do my meditation and get things going. So immediately I pulled on that energy, and I set my intention to live my day in truth and my personal truth, live it in peace and joy. All right. And just exude that throughout the day. And then the power nodes, of course, Father Sky. I already tapped into Father Sky this morning, and I could probably, I think the energy is always there. You don't have to go out and stand in the sun and to get that energy, although I think it would probably be even more beneficial. And then we have Mother Gaia. I could go out, and I'll probably, after this meditation, go out and at least stand in the grass for a few minutes. And I think my neighbors are used to it. But the thing is, we can pull that Mother Gaia energy right now, just like we can Father Sky. It's there. And of course, I have my energy stored in my sacral chakra from the previous meditation, from our meditation last night. And of course, we have love on here, because love is the most powerful force in the universe. Hey, Bath Crew's here. Hello, Serena. Welcome. Nice early morning Medizen. All right, go ahead and get yourself comfortable. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Get comfortable. And I'll reveal the energy I sent earlier, right after the meditation. There we go. All right, let's go over here to the meditation screen. We have Lisa on the love node. That's awesome. And if you are new here and not participating in chat, just get on a node if you feel so led. If you don't, hey, that's fine as well. Okay, you can participate by just sending your positive intention, as you will hear. I'm going to go ahead and clear our energy with your eyes closed. Archangel Michael and spirit guides, please put a sphere of love and light around each and every one of us, and only let that which serves our higher good enter. So it is. You find yourself floating, just floating in space, perfectly safe, perfectly fed, you're not hungry, you have no care in the world. You look down and see this beautiful planet beneath you. That's our planet, planet Earth. And you see a purple blanket of energy all around, encapsulating the planet. You recognize that as our energy wave, our third and final wave we sent last night at this time, 12 hours ago. And today we're here to renew that energy. Once again, look up above the planet. You see our three-sided pyramid floating just above the planet. And outside of this, if you look up even higher, you see that we're fully engulfed, fully encased in this translucent golden sphere. That is our unity consciousness. We add to that each and every time we participate in this practice. Now let's go ahead and reach out to one another. Let's reach our energy out. Let's reach out. We know some people are here. We know Lady Ryder's here, Serena's here, Lisa's here, and we have some others here too. Let's just reach out to them and connect to their energy. When you connect to their energy, see these bright white bands connecting each and every one of us. If you look down in your light body, look down in your heart space right now, you'll see a spark right there in your heart. Just growing real slow. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths in through our nose, hold for a moment, and exhale through our mouth. Very good. Now let's look back down on our light body, and you'll see that spark, that light that was a spark in our heart space has now grown larger, and it's growing larger and larger every second, slowly spinning to the right, slowly spinning. And now it's up to your shoulders and down to your knees. Your body's almost fully engulfed. And now you see this tube appear. You feel this tube appear out of your back. This tube grows out, keeps growing until it pierces that unity consciousness. And through that tube, you see some bright white healing, cleansing light flowing through it. You also see some muck and gunk. Just this black muck and gunk. That's anything not serving you. That's any dis-ease you might be experiencing. It's any fear, doubt, despair. Just let that flow. Let your body be cleansed. Be present in this moment and feel this energy flow through your body. Your body's fully engulfed, of course. And this energy is just flowing through and pushing out anything that's not serving your higher or lower good. Just let it flow. Now look at that tube, that transparent tube. It should be flowing freely. It should be flowing clearly now. Just bright white light. And you see that muck and gunk on the other side of the unity consciousness. Just see it break up into a billion pieces and shoot off into infinity. Never to infect or inhabit another being ever again. Now let's pull that tube back in. Pull that tube back in while it's still flowing this cleansing, healing light. Know that all of your cells have been healed and your body's completely cleansed. Very good. Now let's go get on our chosen nodes. We know that Lisa's on the love node. I'm on the unity node. And if you would like to participate, go ahead and get on the node of your choice. Now let's connect our energy to our nodes. And now let's connect to each of the nodes. I'm connecting to Father Sky, connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to love, peace, joy, and truth. Father Sky resides above the Golden Pyramid. Mother Gaia resides on the planet's surface with her feet firmly planted into the soil. Truth, peace, and joy reside on the horizontal points of this Golden Pyramid in front of us. The love node resides inside the Golden Pyramid in the center, where they wrap all this energy we're about to send. They wrap it up in love and send it to that diamond pyramid at the top of our Golden Pyramid. See this in your mind's eye. Just build this thought form. Now let's begin pushing our personal and our nodal intention. Now that we're fully connected, let's start pushing our intention into this Golden Pyramid. Let's reach out to the unity consciousness again and pull that energy in. Or focusing our energy in. And you see that diamond pyramid at the top growing ever brighter orange. It's growing brighter and brighter. On the count of pulse, we'll send out our first wave. 1, 2, pulse. From the feet of Mother Gaia, you see this wonderful, magnificent orange wave of energy going out in every direction, overtaking that purple energy that's still lingering from our last session. This orange wave is taking over. It's adding that purple energy to itself and growing ever stronger. None of our energy is ever wasted, my friends. Now this orange wave is going down past the equator, down to the southern hemisphere and crossing over itself and working its way back up. And know in your mind and in your heart that all of the flora and fauna on the planet benefit from this directly. And that thousands of beings right now are feeling this love, peace, or joy, all of it, feeling our message of unity for the planet, our calm. This wave is making its way back up to the feet of Mother Gaia node, where I will ask all of you on that node to push this energy back up into the Golden Pyramid above. Let's reaffirm our connections to each other and to our nodes and to all the other nodes. Just reaffirm. Reaffirm your connection to the unity consciousness sphere all around us. Very good. I ask that each and every one of you be very present. Be present with us here. If you have other thoughts come in, just recognize them and send them on their way. They can come back later. Very good. Let's push our intention again and our energy into the Golden Pyramid in front of us. And see that diamond pyramid on top growing ever brighter and brighter. Brighter orange. On the count of pulse, we'll send out our second wave. 1, 2, pulse. See this wave push down, shoot down, pour down from the diamond pyramid on top down to Mother Gaia, and then every direction, this orange light full of love, peace, and joyful intention. We never push our energy on anyone. We simply make it available for their use, for their utilization. Whenever Spirit or God sends them to this realization that they need more in their life. This beautiful wave is going down past the equator, covering the southern hemisphere, making itself available to billions, although at this time only thousands are accepting this energy. One candle can light 1,000, my friends. And now this wave, this orange wave, this truth wave of energy, of love, peace, and joy is working its way back up, past the equator, and once again to the feet of Mother Gaia node, where those on that node will push this energy back up into the golden pyramid above. Go ahead and reaffirm your connections again. Reaffirm them all the way around. Feel this energy. Feel this energy pulse through your body. See this energy once again, just running through your body. You're fully energized. Now let's push our intention once again into this golden pyramid. You see that diamond pyramid at the top growing ever brighter orange. Just know that Lisa's on the love node, packaging up all of this peace and truth and joy, packaging it up in love, wrapping it up in love, and sending it up to that orange pyramid, to that diamond pyramid. On the count of pulse, we'll send out our third and final wave for this session. 1, 2, pulse. We see this orange wave of energy going in every direction from the feet of Mother Gaia node. This time it's leaving a pixie dust trail of love, peace, and joy. Just this blanket of energy that you can see. See it in its wonderment. It's beautiful. Seeing our planet encapsulated in such awesome intention. Now this wave's coming down past the equator and crossing over itself on the southern hemisphere and working its way back up, leaving that pixie dust trail of orange light and coming back up to the northern hemisphere and to the feet of Mother Gaia node. I ask all of you on that node to take some of this excess energy and store it in your sacral chakra, your belly, your tummy, for your personal use later. And now send the rest of this excess energy up to all the node holders and participants above. And please do the same. Store this excess energy right here. Just make it your intention. Store it in your sacral chakra for your personal use later. Now let's put our hands up on our shoulders. Cross your arms and put your hands up on your shoulders and give yourself a nice, loving embrace. Very good. And squeeze your shoulders if you can. Nice, warm embrace. And repeat after me aloud. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of joy. I practice unity. So it is. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths in through our nose. Hold for a moment and release through your mouth. And on the third release, we'll release this beautiful grasp we have on ourselves right now. Release. Very good. Now let's gently pull our energy back from one another. Very good. Just nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Just pull it back. And when you're ready, open your eyes and return. Very good. That's awesome. Okay, I think someone is getting dialed in. It's awesome. Just guess what our energy is for today? Boom. Or for this session. It's Mother Gaia node. So if you felt that energy, you're making headway in your energetic practice. Okay. So that's awesome, Lisa, that you felt that Mother Gaia energy. Hey, good morning, Keith. You're gonna have to watch the repeat, brother, unless you just got. Oh, you may have been here before the meditation started too. So this is an energy for the day. There you go. Boom shakalaka. Excuse me. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for coming and getting your rising. Oh yeah, something I want to talk about real quick. Radiance and I were talking about, and if you don't know Radiance, if you're new here, Radiance is one of our regulars. Like Keith and Lisa and Linus and Serena, we're building our community, and that's awesome. But Radiance was talking about she doesn't use good morning anymore. She uses grand rising, good rising, because morning. I mean, her thread here was that morning is like you're mourning something. You're mourning something, and I think language is very important. And I thought that was very, very interesting. And I'll share a quick story. I know you all need to get your day started. There was an article in a women's housekeeping magazine back in the 50s, and it was suggested then, and I heard this on a podcast, so I didn't do my research. I'm just parroting here because I thought it was interesting. Back in the 50s, I think it was the early 50s, maybe late 40s, maybe it was 47, 48. This article said that we should get rid of the parlors in our houses. So if you go into an old house, they typically would have a big room with big wide doors right in the entrance of the house, and that was called a parlor. Some of you may have this knowledge. And the interesting thing is, that's where people back in the day, you had multi-generational households. That's where they would put their dead, and that's where the viewings would happen and everything like that. Hence the name funeral parlor. So the push is to get the parlors out of the house, and instead of it being a place of death, to call it a living room. And I thought that was very interesting. So it went from having parlors in the house to a living room, and also the name. You ever think about why we call a coffee table in our living room? It's because it was a coffin table. So there you have it. Something for you to chew on throughout the day. I thought it was very interesting how our words have different meanings. So Radiance and I were talking about that, of course, and she was like, yeah, I just don't feel, morning doesn't resonate with me anymore. I thought, hey, I can respect that. I can appreciate that. So it's good food for thought, and let me know what you think about it. You can mull over it throughout the day, and we can talk about it. Perfect for Halloween. Yes, I agree. Perfect for Halloween. So I want to wish each and every one of you love, peace, and joy. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys tonight.